And here we go, guys, getting started here as well. If there are any issues with the stream, please feel free to let me know in the chat. But we're getting started, guys, about 10 seconds, and away we go.
Last chance to nail down your strategy.
And here we go, 5 seconds. Swiftness is going to be thrown on all sides, as is the usual. However, blue team won't be able to do that as efficiently. They are going to have the AoE from the Guardian to do it, but they do not have that LA field to do so. Opening up the map, let's see our splits. As you can see, the map is now illustrated a little bit better to show us that. We're going to be having the Elementalists from the red team go over here to the mine. Blue team's Ranger as well might be crossing over Ultima over here to contest that, although there are members of red team still pretty close by if they want to go for that. 2 members of red team are going to be going directly to middle. 2 members of blue team as well are going to head up, and we have the Necromancer running his way up the back. But at the same time, 2 members of the red team as well are working their way up around the back here as well. Let's check out really quick as blue team did get their close point. We do have this bit of 1v1 over here at the mine point. Yagami going up against Ultima right here, duking it out. Yagami over here running with, and I believe that was correct over there, Scepter Focus, actually. Interesting to see. I don't think I've ever actually seen Focus played in a competitive format that we have over here being played now, so that's interesting to see. However, doesn't seem to be holding on too well against the Spirit Ranger at the moment, as he is sort of taking a lot of damage, and it gets absolutely destroyed there as Ultima comes in to knock him out. Back at the middle fight, though, as we do have that still rolling at pretty much full swing. Doom Moa was knocked out, giving Super YOLO Pug the advantage here in the middle fight. However, they're not gone as of yet. Boon Empa, as we jump onto his point of view here, is still fighting pretty strong, still holding on quite nicely here. However, PhD and Stomponomics is down at the moment, as we have Reculon going in for the stomp now onto him and will knock him out, giving him that second kill of the game over here. And it does look like now that blue team might possibly, actually, no, sorry about that, red team might open this up. Well, blue team, I'm sorry, completely lost my train of thought there. Blue team now is going to be capping those 2 set points. We did have them go for the cross cap over here at the henge. Back at middle, though, Team Super YOLO Pug has maintained control over that. Back over here as well, we have 2 members of the red team. Yagami as well as Karasib are currently cleaning up over here, trying to take down Ultima. Unfortunately, he's not doing very good at surviving against this. Obviously, a lot of stuns being thrown on him, and the Warrior Burst coming in there through the 100 Blades. It's just going to prove to be way too much to handle here now, as he's holding on. And with the addition of Kenya and the Necromancer coming in here, he will go down. However, pretty impressive job. They're surviving 2v1 and even 3v1 at the end there for quite some time. PF will be coming in, however, I do believe he is going to be falling back a little bit here now. Might jump on Reculon now, as we do have a bit of skirmish going on there as well. Back over here at the middle point, we do have Lannister as well as Doom Moa currently duking it out. Lannister obviously controls the point, however, Doom Moa is doing a pretty decent job of trying to get the decaps off at the moment here. Has gotten about half of it done, but there's still quite a lot to go. We do still have this off-point fight, actually, what it seems to be rolling over here. PF was taken down by Reculon. Other members of Super YOLO Pug are currently grouping up onto this point just to defend it, and we may actually have a note cancel that. Looks like he's going to go mid instead. Currently over here at the henge, it is clear red team has retaken this. Back at the mid, blue team starting to get their footing now as they finally decapped it. Lannister still alive, and Reculon now coming in for the support on him, trying to knock him down. Lannister is getting somewhat low here, doesn't have a lot of cooldowns to himself. Actually has no cooldowns to himself, so he's completely revived off of weapon abilities and whatnot, interrupting that might go there. And here comes the 100 Blades coming in on Lannister, trying to knock him out here now as he tries to get him down, gonna knock him out there. He will go down, but there are a lot of members of the red team here who could possibly res him up, and they're gonna go with the triple res there, coming in, getting him back up. His heal's available, so I think they have managed to save his life now. Coming into this team fight over here. Going to the overview point, Lannister was taken down. Boon Empa once more coming in, trying to get the stomp. There's a lot of res pressure coming off. It's not going to be enough, though, and he will get taken down. Lannister getting knocked out, and the red team, Super YOLO Pug, is going to lose a lot of their tank ability here on middle point. Another member of Super YOLO Pug taken down. Yagami getting knocked out. It is looking like we could see a second flip here, and Meta Meta will hold on to the lead. At the same time, over here at the henge, we do have Kenyon free capping that over there. No response as of yet, although we do have a warrior from the blue team coming, or Stomponomics rather, coming over here to the mine point to get that back counter for the close point. They did lose over here. Back at middle, Meta Meta once again has held on it, and looks like they're going to be putting Ultima on that point actually to hold on to that. Boon Empa is currently on his way to far point. This is something that, or close point actually, something I've seen a lot of Guardians do for whatever reason. Not sure the reason for it yet. It does seem to be like that support could be better utilized just on those side points, because a lot of the pressure has been going to that lately in teams, so maybe that's why they're sending him there. Nonetheless, Boon Empa currently on this fight over here. And maybe they were expecting a little bit more of resistance, but that 2v1 went pretty smoothly. We do actually have Karasib here. Might get him up, although there's a lot of pressure coming in now. A third member of the red team has joined the fight as well, as we're going to go on to Karasib's point of view, actually. Let's jump onto that, see how he's doing. They did manage to get that member up, so red team is still going to be holding on to this for quite some time. Just to check in on the other fights, though, so. Back over here at the mine point, we do have red team sort of mopping up over here. Stomponomics is over here, and Yagami's actually down. So Stomponomics, we're going to jump onto this point, actually, because he does have those stuns and all that. He is somewhat low. Once more, however, running with that healing sickness, so getting 400 health back every second. It looks like, oh my goodness, PhD Stomponomics getting that kill off on Yagami with just split-second timing, bringing himself back into this fight now. He's going to be retreating away from this now as his teammate joins the fight. Stomponomics with a beautiful 1v2 over here is going to be taking this point. Well, actually, is going to take a little bit longer to get that point as they still need to kill Reculon, but has seemingly won this 1v2 as it was for quite some time over here. Excellent job with that. And now back over here, red team as well did take control of the henge, but once again, they are going to lose. And no, cancel that once again, because we do have Yagami and Karsip Clegane coming over here in just a second. Stomponomics is down, however, and Yagami will be coming in for the stomp. And with a last-second stealth, that will stop that from happening now. Coming in, Maiden Meta with the plays over here, bringing their warrior back up and into the game, turning the tables on Yagami now. Going to be trying to knock him out. He will get taken down here now, as we see him possibly go down. Karsip Clegane trying desperately to get him back up. The Vapor Form is being popped. Now he's going to try to get on the point to contest that a little more. And Karsip, unfortunately, is going to retreat, giving this point back to the blue team. We do have some other action going on over here at the middle now, as we do have over here taking a look at it. Maiden Meta Ultima currently going up against Kenyon. Maiden Meta Ultima not doing the best job of holding on to this now. However, he does have, and actually no, more enemies are coming in as Karsip Clegane makes his way over here. Kenyon will be going in for the stomp. However, he did manage to get himself up with the Self-Spirit Res. Obviously, that's going to be extremely useful now. He'll bring himself back in and might have just bought himself enough time to get his teammates back over here. Stomponomics, as well as I believe Piaf is now over here supporting this. Kenyon is under pressure now as they try to take him down. They will knock him out at the same time. We had Ultima go down here, now going to be trying to knock him out. And once again, getting the rally out there just in time. They'll bring him back into this. Current scores, just to take a look at those real quick. 246 point. Maiden Meta about halfway there to about 171 points for the red team. Currently with no capture points for the red team and double capture points for the blue team. Back in the middle, 3 members of Super YOLO Pug were knocked down. We do have Karsip Clegane popping his vengeance at the moment. However, that's probably not going to get any benefits out of that now, and might have actually just extended his respawn time through that. But taking a look back over here at the henge, we do have Lannister going up against Dumo. Dumo doing an excellent job, as we usually see them doing against Bunker Guardians. Can't really hold on to that many conditions, so more than likely we might see Dumo win this, but we do have some guys off point. We could see 2 members of the blue team, but I think they are just going to let this 1v1 sort of simmer. Dumo just stopping the blue team, or red team rather, from getting any and all points into this now, as they try to push them away. Lannister getting extremely low, not able to handle that Condi pressure, and now Dumo will be coming in for the stomp. No members of red team will be around to relieve him, unfortunately, and they will be taking back their close point. But we do have some action over here, as you can see, over here at the mine once more. We have Kenyon R currently trying to get on this to contest it. However, Maiden Meta doing an excellent job at just staying on to this at the moment and really just not giving the red team anything as they go into this. Kenyon currently holding on, although with 400 health and his death shot about to expire, it may not be so good for him. But again, here comes the red team. We did have Piaf just get thrown into a corner by the warriors on this red team now, and they are going to take him down. A lot of damage going off on the down body. However, they weren't able to get the stomp off fast enough, and Kenyon went down, bringing Piaf up and back into this game once more. As we jump back over here, Piaf looks like he's going to be leaving this away. It is going to be a little bit too much pressure for the red team to handle, seemingly at least. However, they are sort of holding on, so we could see them come back in. However, it does look like they are going to start retreating. Back over here at the henge, Lannister once again going for that far point. Is going to go for that far point and try to get that away. We just had a boss kill go over here on the blue team side as well. Dumo managed to snag that, and his team is now going to have a 50-point stat boost to their entire team. We do have some down bodies over here. Piaf down once more. They need to kill him quicker this time if they want to bring him down and actually get themselves extended onto this point. Red team did finally take the point and are now actually pushing Maiden Meta back off the point now, and it looks like they may extend over to mid and possibly to support the henge as well, just to stop the points from rolling. We only got about 80 points left until Maiden Meta takes this game at the moment, and we'll be moving on into our second game here. It's not looking good for Super YOLO Pug, as we can see here now. They are going to need to pull off a little bit of some miracle plays over here if they want to come back into this game. However, they are about 225 points down. It is possible, but extremely hard at this point for Super YOLO Pug to come back. Dumoa getting low now as he comes into this. Lannister now is down as well. Clegane going to be trying to come in. However, with the stability, the team managed to get away from that. They got Lilith up, but there was a lot of AoE damage that went off from the warriors that came into there to throw out some AoE damage now. And with that, Dumo will be jumping up here. He's going to be tossing in that AoE damage on Lilith, trying to take, or Lannister rather, trying to take him down really quickly as fast as he can here now. Going to be trying to deal as much damage as can. Look at those Connie damage. And there comes the pressure. The 100 Blades for PhD Stomponomics going to come in now, knock Lannister out, and we'll flip this point in favor for the blue team once more. 50 points now until Maiden Meta takes round one in here. We have a bit of a tussle going on over here at the middle now. 3 members of the red team going up against 2 members of the blue team, with more support coming in from both teams. in just a second. We're going to jump onto Karsip Clegane's point of view here now, as Meta Ultima now is down over here. They're going to try to be getting the stomp off here. A lot of AoE damage coming in from Karsip as well, because we're all stuffed into this corner here. Warriors is going to be a very dangerous ingredient in the formula here now, as well. They switch the target at the PF. 2 members of Meta are down. However, Ultima was brought back up there. No members of either team are dead as of yet. PF trying to get away from the 100 Blades burst now, although it is looking like he could go down here. Members of the Meta are around here. They might be going for the res, but guys, just to finish it off here, it is looking like Meta is going to take this. Unfortunately, Super YOLO Pug will not have enough time to retake their land over here now, and in about 2 more ticks, Meta is going to take round 1 and bring themselves closer to progressing on into the semifinals of the winners bracket. And we will now, in just a few minutes, be moving on into Legacy of the Foefire for round 2. For now, let me update the scores really quickly, guys. Jumping into this really quickly here. As well, if you're having lag issues with the stream, please click that little red or little gray wrench at the bottom right of your screen to report the issue to Twitch, and hopefully they can throw a little bit more bandwidth our way. Well, give me 1 second here. I'll update our scores. And now, guys, we're going to be going into a Legacy of the Foefire as soon as everything loads up here. Going into this now. Legacy of the Foefire, just to go over the map real quick. 3 capture points, as is with all Guild Wars 2 maps. Quarry, Graveyard, as well as the Waterfall. Spawning close to the Ascalonian Blue base over here. There is that secondary objective as well, as with all Guild Wars 2 maps. We do have a Lord spawning here, as well as here. If you kill your enemy team's Lord, that's going to yield you 150 points added to your total score. And because you only need 500 points, once you hit that 350 point threshold, you can, in theory, rush your team's Lord with that and end the game in seconds. But it is obviously a very hard task, as they do have to make it past 4 NPC Lords, as well as 2 gates, which are going to be located on either side of the base over there. Break through those, get to your Lord, take it out, and you will have earned your team 150 points. And give me 1 second, guys. I did get this guy message. That might be Sean back. Apologies. Thought we had Sean back. Unfortunately, it seems his entire town's power is out for whatever reason there. And as we look into this now, give me 1 second. Alrighty, guys, we're going to get started here in just a few minutes. I have given the teams the go-ahead, so as soon as everyone's readied up, we'll get started. And once again, this is going to be Meta versus Team Super YOLO Pug, round 2. Meta currently 1 up in this set. They take this next game. They'll be moving on into the winners bracket semifinals, whereas if Super YOLO Pug takes this round, we will go into our 3rd game, and it will be an epic one for sure. Super YOLO Pug under the pressure at the moment. They lose this one, they are going to be tossed down into the losers bracket and be forced to fight their way back there with the threat of elimination looming over them at all times. But I think they're confident. They are sort of strategizing at the moment. We are actually missing one member of Super YOLO Pug. They may be changing up a build or something, so we're just going to wait for him to rejoin. And as soon as they get back in here, we will get started. Again, guys, for those of you just joining us, we're going to be giving away 109, or not 190, I was looking at the viewer numbers and thought that was what we were giving away. No, we're going to be giving away $90 worth of gems. That's going to be 9 $10 gem cards towards the end of the stream, so be sure to stick with us throughout the stream and be here for it. And we did have the last member of Super YOLO Pug. I think they changed class, actually, now. By-An has joined this. I don't believe they had 2 Guardians before, but they do have it now. 6 runes of the Soldier over here, as well as Sword Focus, and a staff over here, Cleric's Amulet. The traits being 0, 0, 20, 30, 20. Interesting build. We'll see how that comes into play here now with running 2 Guardians. I think they switched out one of their Warriors for the Guardian over here, now optimizing to go with that instead. Karasib, so they are going to be getting a little bit more support, obviously, through that. With those runes of Soldier, going to be able to cleanse a lot more Kandis on themselves there, be able to hold off a lot better against Kandi damage. So we'll have to see how that works out here. As soon as everyone readies up, just waiting for Dumoa and PF at the moment. As soon as they get themselves all set, we'll get started here with round 2. And as usual, guys, we have been sort of going over this throughout the length of the tournament, looking at those brackets. If there is a game you would like to see played, specifically on those brackets, throughout the course of the next few days, be sure to tweet it at me at DrDR_BLU. Be sure to tweet that at me, and I will try my best to get that game onto the stream for you so you can get your favorite matches, your favorite teams, everyone you want to see onto the stream. As unfortunately, we cannot cover every single game in this tournament with 32 teams and double elim, the largest Guild Wars 2 tournament to date.
The match starts soon.
And away we go, guys. Here we go, round 2, Maiden Meta, going up against Team Super YOLO Plug, starting in about 12 seconds here. Maiden Meta will be spawning in the blue team in the Ascalonian base. Red team, Super YOLO Plug, spawning over here in the Char base. 4 seconds, gates are about to open up. Let's open up our maps and check out the splits.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
And coming instantly out of the gate, it looks like we're going to be having a Guardian and Elementalist from Super YOLO Pug heading out the side gate and going to their close point. Blue team, well, only sending one person to middle, sending 2 people to close. However, their Thief did just split off and is going to be making his way into the middle point now to fight off with their Warrior from Red team. Did want to go to Waterfall, however, seeing 2 people there, decided against it. Now it looks like he's going to go into mid, but he has gotten intercepted there, so let's jump onto his point of view. We're going to try to get that as fast as I can. Karasip Clegane looking at him now is going to be under heavy pressure as soon as the blue team just absolutely destroy him there, getting him cornered. Unfortunately, his positioning was a bit off, so he is going to be taken down, and Super YOLO Pug is going to be down a member here. As the first kill of the game will go to Maiden Meta, but back in the middle fight here as we look at this Maiden Meta engaging their burst onto the red team here. We do have Boone, Empa, Doom, Moa, and PhD and Stomponomics are getting somewhat low here now as they need to be careful. We do have, as we jump over here as well, we have this 1v1 happening over here at the quarry as well. Ultima going up against Byan, going to be trying to hold on to that as Ultima, and we'll actually just come back to this one in a second because I do believe that fight may go on for quite a few minutes. But back over here, we had Stomponomics go down, but he was just rezzed up by the other members of Maiden Meta now. As we jump onto Boone, Empa, we're going to see Kenyon here, and it's just a second, got bursted pretty heavily, and he unfortunately is going to go down in a pretty bad spot now. This, I believe a quickness stomp actually just went off there now and knocked him out as quick as they could there, taking him out, and once again giving Maiden Meta the advantage. Back over here at the waterfall as well, we do have some action as Karasip Clegane has taken that away and is going to be trying to sidecap that as well. We do have, once again, another member of Maiden Meta is down, but he does have pretty nice support around him, so I think we will see him get back up in just a second as Red Team is not going to really be able to get a position onto him there and get the full stomp off. Taking a look at the overview, and actually we're going to check out Quarry once more because this 1v1 is still rolling over here. No clear winner as of yet, but however we do have Byan getting some pretty nice cap progress, about a quarter of it capped. However, I do think there is going to need to be reinforcements if either team wants to take that point for themselves. Middle fight still rolling pretty heavily at the moment. Red team the only one controlling a point. However, I believe they might, whoopsie daisy, they might lose that in just a second here. Dumo currently up against Karasip Clegane. Again, that 1v1 could last for some time, so we'll check back in because we do have the action still rolling up middle. But like I was saying, at the moment, blue team is currently alive, however, or currently in the lead, but they don't actually have a capture point to their name, though. 43 points for the blue team. Boone Empa's down over here. We also have, yep, as he is going to go down here. Almost got him down there, but they did manage to get that Shadow Refuge down just in time to keep him alive over here. Kenyon once more being the target, and blue team just conversing all over him, trying to knock him out. Boone Empa is low once more, however, his heal is going to be available now. We are going to be having Lannister trying to get him back up, but there's just far too much AoE damage for him to handle, and that member of Super YOLO Pug is going to get taken down now, and it is looking like blue team Maiden Meta might be taking this. Back over here at the waterfall, we did have Karasip Clegane get taken down by Doom Moa. It's going to give that back to the blue team as well. Back over here, we had more people join the fight at Quarry. It has now morphed into what appears to be a 2v2 now as Yagami and Byan try to take down Ultima and PF. It's going to be a 3v2 in just a second because here comes Stomponomics with a burst already here. He could be coming in now. Yagami sees this coming. He's extremely cautious backing up. He doesn't want to have to deal with this now as he possibly retreats into base almost here now. But here comes Karasip Clegane kind of catching PhD a little bit off guard here now as they're going to run themselves into this now, and Stomponomics is going to really just be forced to run away from this as he doesn't want to be able to handle that. Back at the point itself, though, Ultima is the only one here. I believe the other two might be abandoning it. Ultima getting extremely low here. 100 blades going off all over Ultima. Ultima did manage to get dodged that at the last second. He's going to get his his heal off, and yes, he does manage to get himself alive there in just a second. But now, finally, because Ultima was forced to go off point so many times, that has been fully capped for the red team, and they're not going to take a point for their own as well. About 4 minutes into the game now, and no one has hit 100 points yet. 79 points for the blue team in favor of Meta to about 37 points for the red team in favor of Super YOLO Pug. We do have some contention once more at the core as Ultima came back for some vengeance. It does look like this time, though, that Karsev is going to clean up shop and take down Ultima, giving them full control of that point and bringing Meta down from their spirit, making Meta rather lose their Spirit Ranger. Doom Moa down, almost down actually, as he retreats once again. Doom Moa has been pretty good at this throughout the entirety of this, getting himself into a pretty good positioning at the moment. So we are going to be seeing him, I don't think we're going to be seeing him go down anytime soon, as whenever he gets low, he does tend to get up to this spot up here where his teammates can easily get to him. Unfortunately, that is something that Super YOLO Pug is going to have to overcome here now. Taking a look at Yagami, though, PhD and Stopanomics is getting dangerously low, and he just got bursted there. As you can see, those numbers all over him now. Stopanomics is going to get taken down, giving Super YOLO Pug the advantage here. Yagami, that was actually a pretty impressive burst that came off from him there, as you guys just saw those numbers rolling on him. Coming into this again, Doom Moa getting low as well. We could see this point flip in just a second. At the same time, Yagami was taken down. Here comes Ultima now, who might be trying to take him down. We do have Doom Moa over there, who was just res back up now. They need to get Yagami back up. By with the knockback here. Yagami as well getting knockback once more. Boon Epa coming in with the knockbacks now. Gonna try to take Yagami out. Vapor forming at the correct time. Gonna try to get in range of his teammates over here now. He almost has gotten back up here now. Can we get 90% health? But here comes the stop, and no, Yagami will get taken down, giving Meta the advantage once more into the team fight. Back over here at the waterfall, Kenyon from YOLO Pug has taken control of it, but here comes Stompanomics now to change that really quick, as he's going to try to come into this now. Doesn't have the full adrenaline, so he's not going to be able to pull off the stun rotation with the 100 Blades combo onto him yet. So Kenyon does have the advantage here, but here comes, and he just manages to get away from that immobilize and get himself into a safe position. But Kenyon, needless to say, is on the defensive now, as Stompanomics has lost almost no health, but again, he did have that Berserker stance for quite some time up now, and now that it has gone down, it's Kenyon's turn to deal damage as he tries to come in here, forcing as much damage as he can. Kenyon as well was extremely low because Stompanomics was able to pull off so damage. 100 Blades coming all over the place. Here comes Yagami as well, and with that burst, that point, and no, actually, Piaf has come in here now. We do have Yagami, and with that Shadow Refuge at the last second, Piaf's going to try to use his stealth to take out the Kenyon. Unfortunately, he was knocked out of that. We are going to see Kenyon come back up. Stompanomics is almost back up. However, there's a lot of AoE damage rolling in on the body, which is still in stealth. I do believe they know its location, though, so they are able to pull off this pretty effectively, and I think Piaf now, unfortunately, has just left the body for dead. They are going to leave it there. Here comes Doom Moa. They're going to bring it back up. The Vengeance will come in here now. Going to try to take down Kenyon now, who is extremely low here. Is going down about 10% health here now. They're going to try to come in here for the stomp onto Kenyon, and is going to take it out. Unfortunately, will not proc the Vengeance clear there, so he is still going to go down. Oh, should have delayed the damage there by just a second. Taking down Yagami. Needless to say, that was an excellent play by Meta, using the Vengeance there to bring themselves back in, and they still won the point in the end of that now. So very impressive play by Meta nonetheless. But once again, checking in on some other fights. Back here in the middle, we do have a team fight about to erupt. Boon Empa seems to be the prime target for the red team, whereas Ultima is trying to focus down Lannister at the moment, trying to get that Guardian, the tank ability, out of the way so they won't have to deal with that anymore. And as we look into this now, Lannister still being the prime target. Not much actually happening over here, so we'll check back in that in just a second. Back over here, Clegane again has taken this for free cap. PF is here. Is he going to try to get Test the Warrior? I don't believe so. He'll be going to mid to support that, and we're just going to wait and watch him as he jumps back into this middle fight here now. Oopsie daisy. Jumping onto that, trying to get himself a little bit of a initiative going on there. And as he jumps himself back into that, Kenyon R is going to be the target. Burst coming in here now onto him. They're going to try to knock him out here as well. Death Shroud expiring shortly here now. Kenyon's going to be under pressure. Here comes Karsiv, going to be trying to come in here to save his life now. A lot of res, and almost instantly gets back up there. I don't even think Meta really noticed that he got back up there. There was a bit of a delay on the stomp cancel there now, but he's still under heavy pressure now. PF has switched targets to buy-in now, as I believe Kenyon has gone down once more, just trying to deal as much AoE damage as possible, and it's working. Buy-in's low. Kenyon R is not going to be alive for long, more than likely, and PF now has noticed that almost all of the members of the red team are here, and he himself is going to be retreating back over there to the quarry to ninja that as well. We do have another 1v1, or 2v1 actually, taking place over here at the waterfall as blue team is trying to reclaim that. Yagami is trying to best to hold on. However, he did lose the cap now. Doom Moa is down, so we could see him get knocked out in just a second here. They're going to be trying to res him back up. It is looking like Meta will get the res, but there's more people from the red team Super YOLO Pug coming in here now to try and save this now. We did have Yagami go down, and the AoE damage is rolling onto the body now. However, I do believe they are going to get Yagami back up. They did actually. Back in middle, just to check in on that fight real quick, we did have Kenyon just go down. Karsib, as we take a look at his point of view, is actually chasing PhD and Stompanomics back over here to the Back over here to the quarry point to stop that from being capped away from his team. At the fight itself, it's just turned into a 1v1 between Guardians at the moment. Boone Empa obviously being the lower one. However, more than likely there won't be a kill that goes on over there. Back at Waterfall, this fight's still in full swing. Doom Moa was just recently taken out here by one of the members of Super YOLO Pug. Ultima and Piaf are still here. Piaf, definitely, as I described before, a very dangerous ingredient into the mix of this fight here now. Going to be jumping in on Yagami, trying to take him down, has that fire shut up, so he is going to be taking damage coming in from that now as he tries to roll in, trying to take out Yagami here. Yagami holding strong, popping that invulnerability as best he can here now. However, it is looking like he could go down here pretty soon, and yes, he does go down here now. Jumping in here in just a second. As we're going to see, no, wait, the res might come off, and yes, Yagami gets back up, but maybe not for long, because there's still a lot of damage coming in here from PF, trying to take him down here, catching him off guard here now with the immobilization, going to be trying to knock him out here in just a second, and actually ports back over here now as he tries to escape from Yagami, who more than likely is going to successfully retreat to middle, where he can help out there and maybe get some health back. But back in the middle fight itself, it is now a 3v2 in favor of Super YOLO Bug, and just to go over the scores once more, 243 points, no capture points for anyone at the moment, to 162 points for Maiden Meta. Once again, Super YOLO Pug having about 243 points at the moment. We do have some bodies looking like they might go down here in just a second. No one is dead already. No, Yagami actually went down again. We don't have anyone from blue team down, so they need to get the body up, and it's not going to work, unfortunately. Too much AoE damage rolling in far too quickly there. The body will go down. Kenyon R is down as well, and it is looking like that unless reinforcements come in from Super YOLO Pug, and unfortunately it does not look that way, then Maiden Meta is going to take this point back in just a second. Lannister trying his best to get onto the point. Unfortunately, there's a little bit too much CC, and he as well is just going to die off point. Back over here, we just had this get taken down as Karasiv was knocked out. Stompanomics and him in a bit of a 1v1, and Stompanomics actually won that now, and he is going to take that back for his team. Back over here at the Waterfall, Bayan going up against Ultima. Bayan getting dangerously low, and with the addition of Doom Moa, that is going to switch it up, and it is looking like, guys, that Maiden Meta is just going to take a 3-cap here now, and that's really going to push them ahead. They have been down for quite some time, but with this 3-cap now, the question is how long can they hold on to it. It's going to push them ahead a pretty significant distance here now, as we're going to look at the scores change pretty quickly. They're now getting 3 points every second as we jump into the middle fight. Yagami instantly engaged and takes about 60% of his health away just like that. Already forced to use his heal there now. Empa as well is going to use his heal now, and Yagami is just on the defensive. Wasn't really able to do anything and was forced off that point in mere seconds. Maiden Meta doing a really nice job here now. As you can see, we're just going to open up the map here, guys, for just a second. As you can see, Maiden Meta doing a really nice job spreading their assets out around here to make sure that none of these points get decapped, make sure they can hold on to this 3-cap for as much time as they possibly can. They don't want to lose that now, because they want to try, as they've noticed this game is pretty close stalemate for the most of the time here, so they want to try to hold on to these 3-caps for as long as they can. At the same time, as we're seeing over here at the quarry, they don't want to lose members as well, so that they get screwed over in almost in a reverse 3-cap, which could happen if they lose too many members too quickly here. But they're still holding on over here at the quarry. Definitely seems to be the focal point for Super YOLO Pug. We do have Kenyon down. He could get rezzed up here in just a second, but 100 Blades pressure is coming in now. I believe the resurrection pressure is going to be a little bit too much now, though, and Kenyon will be brought back up. The question is for how long, as more members of Maiden Meta are piling into this. Kenyon down once more. Kenyon just really can't catch a break here now. He does once more get back up as Lannister comes back in to try and res him back up. We do have some action going on at the other point, so let's check that out. 2 members of the red team are over here dueling Maiden Meta Ultima. Doom Moa is here as well for a 2v2, and Boone Empa will be coming, leaving the middle point completely open, as you can see here now, for the red team to take if they so choose to do so. But this 3-cap has been working up pretty well for Maiden Meta so far. They have no deaths on their team as of yet, and they've now put themselves about 100 points ahead. They're actually now within Lord range if they want to rush that. However, considering the pressure that's over here in Quarry, I don't think that's going to happen too much. As we look at Doom Moa now, jumping onto him, he's getting pretty low here. PhD's in Stompanomics now, as we jump onto Doom Moa once more here. 107 health, just managed to keep himself alive there now. Bayan still on him, and he could go down here. He's going to try to get in range of his teammate, obviously, so Stompanomics can maybe get him back up here. No one from the red team is going to be low enough, unfortunately, and in just a second we are going to see Doom Moa go down. We do have the res trying to come off here now from Stompanomics. Are going to be trying to do damage, and now they actually let him get up there. No one went for the full stomp there now, and unfortunately they didn't have enough damage to keep him down either. Kenyon's returned to this fight, and again, guys, we're just going to check in on Waterfall really quickly. Ultima is down, but they are trying to get the body res off. They need to stop that pet from resurrecting him now. PF's down as well, so we could see red team flip this around. Maiden Meta, though, is about 100 points away from victory at this point, and moving on into the semifinals now. Going to try to top out PF, however, he is once more gone invisible now, and more members of Maiden Meta have piled in. Unfortunately, they didn't capitalize on those stomps when they should have now, and Maiden Meta has gotten themselves back up and are once again back into this fight. But back at the quarry, territory. It seems as though the red team has taken that. They have now moved on to the middle point as we jump onto that point of view here, where Kenyon is currently dueling Stomponomics. We do have some other guys off point, but I think red team's just going to be trying to hold on to that for now. And as we take a look over here, we do have a Necromancer from the blue team who will be sneaking his way up there as well. The waterfall fight, however, seems to be the focal point of action for this game. Yagami currently down. They're going to be trying to get the stomp up. Boon Empo will be the one to come in with the stomp here now. Karasib, Byan, and Kenyon are the ones left alive here now, as they're going to be trying to take out the remaining members of Maiden Meta now. We do have PF, looks to be the target, at least for Kenyon now, and PF's going to be trying to retreat out of there, turning himself around once more. Going to throw down a Fear Wall, actually, and we could see red team just pulling off this point now, moving themselves to middle. Only about 40 points now until Maiden Meta takes his PhD, and Stomponomics is once again falling back to take on Karasip. We also have Kenyon and Boon Empo working their way over here to this point now, as we jump on to the core point as well. Lannister and Dumo are duking it out. However, I don't think we're going to see Dumo take that away. More than likely, that will stay secure for at least a few minutes there until reinforcements from either team can come in, or until the Guardian over there runs out of cooldowns. But back at this middle fight, it seems like Maiden Meta is holding on. Guys, I think we have our champion here, only about 10 points away now with this double cap. Maiden Meta will be moving on into the winners bracket semifinals. Unfortunately, for Team Super YOLO Pug, they are going to get bumped down to the losers bracket. They're not out yet. They still have plenty of chances to move back, and we could see them come back to take on Maiden Meta, possibly in the grand finals. That is going to wrap up our first game, guys. A really, really, really good game there that we had. Those 2 games that went off there. Maiden Meta has taken the victory, though. And we are going to move on into our second game here in just a few minutes. Once again, I might be able to get Sean back in. There are messages on Skype. I have to check them, though, before we go to our break here. So Sean might be joining us for our second game here, which will be coming up in just a few minutes, which is going to be, as I open up my notebook here, Game 2 is going to be Team Who Gets Carried. They've actually been asking for quite some time to be on the stream to show their potential, so this is a pretty new team. They want to be seen, so we are going to give them that chance. We're going to jump into their server and get that match for you in just a few minutes. They will be taking on Team Port Commoners. Also, they've been around for a little bit of time. They're not veterans or anything like that, but they have been around for some time. So we will see those 2 guys duke it out in about 5 minutes, but we are going to take a little bit of a break here, guys, so we can get everything set up for our next matchup, and we shall return in just a few. So stick around, enjoy the music. We'll be right back.